Hello, I am the Spiderlord, and I am more deadly than any spider. This is Spiderlord TV. Woo! 100 subscriptions. This is a great milestone. I'm really grateful to everybody who's subscribed to the channel. Obviously, it's in its infancy, but I dare say that when I've achieved world domination and all of humankind appreciates all of spiderkind, I shall look back with a tinge of nostalgia at this 100 subscription video. So we're going to do something a little bit different, and basically, rather than focusing on one species, we're going to look at spiders as a whole. And the question we're going to be answering today is, how deadly are spiders really? Most tabloids will refer to spiders using a number of adjectives, such as deadly, lethal, killer, even things like false widows, which are completely benign, on the basis that any bite could technically kill through an anaphylactic shock. For this basis, they get away with using those adjectives. It's not technically a lie, although it is scurrilous scaremongering implemented to sell more copies of papers and get more clicks on the internet. So I thought what we'd do for today's episode is we are going to look and see how deadly are spiders really. How many humans do they kill per year? And I've gone through a variety of sources, averaging out the numbers where needs be, and I've compiled a list of the most deadly animals in the world based upon human fatalities. Now, I have omitted two animals from this list. For full disclosure, deer, that cause about 100 accidents a year, car accidents by jumping the road, I've left those out. That's not really the animal, directly killing somebody. It's just causing an accident. In addition to that, I'm also removing horses. 20 people a year die from falling from horses. Again, although it could well be the horse's fault because it's shying or bucking or whatever, it's not a bite or an attack. So therefore, I've left that out. So without further ado, let's find out exactly how deadly spiders actually are. So, number one, nobody's surprised, we've got mosquitoes. They kill 750,000 people a year through their bites, which obviously pass on infected blood. You've got malaria, Zika virus, dengue fever. All of those things are transmitted via mosquito bites. And they kill 750,000 people per year. It's worth noting, of course, that spiders do prey upon mosquitoes, so they do keep those numbers down for us. Could be a lot worse. I will be inserting spider-based facts through here, because at the end of the day, wherever they are on this list, they can only appear once. I'll try and keep things on topic if I possibly can. So, number two, humans. Humans kill 440,000 other humans every year, which makes sense. Humans suck. We're a terrible species, worst thing for this planet. If you want to know exactly how I feel about humans, then watch The Matrix and watch the scene where Agent Smith talks to Morpheus about the human race and tries to break him by comparing them to a virus. But before I get caught up with a misanthropic diatribe, onwards to number three, which is snakes. Snakes kill 100,000 people per year. Obviously, that's through venomous bites, although there may well be a few deaths through constriction as well, I imagine. You've got some very, very venomous snakes out there. You've got mambas, boomslangs, taipans, vipers, cobras. A guy in the UK died from a cobra bite about 2 years ago, I think it was. It was a captive specimen and it bit him. He didn't get to anti-venom in time and the poor chap died. That's why you need a license to keep highly venomous snakes. They're regulated for that reason. Spiders can kill snakes. Redbacks have been documented killing baby brown snakes in Australia, catching them in their web and then killing them with their venom. But they don't make up a large part of a spider's diet. They're an exception. They're a opportunistic prey item. So I wouldn't include those with spiders helping us out there. Number four is dogs. Through mauling and through rabies, dogs kill 28,000 people a year. So man's best friend in at number 4 there. Number 5 is the sandfly, killing 24,000 people through a disease called leishmaniasis, which is obviously transmitted via the bite. Again, worth noting that as another flying, biting creature, spiders help keep down those populations. They prey upon this particular animal, helping us out. It's also worth noticing that along with snakes being regulated for being kept in captivity, 4 genus of spiders are also regulated under the Dangerous Animals Act in the UK, and those are Latrodectus, which is your black widows, Loxosceles, which is your recluse spiders, Phenutria, obviously, that's your Brazilian wandering spiders, highly venomous, and Atrax, which is your Sydney funnel web. And rather than being species specific, they're genus specific. So any spider in those genuses, you need a license to keep them in the UK. A quite expensive license in some areas as well. It's split up area by area, council by council. So onwards to number 6, we've got freshwater snails killing 20,000 people a year. Through the presence of parasitic worms that they carry, which have a disease called stigmatitis. And yeah, this kills 20,000 people a year. That's quite a lot of people who are killed by snails. Number 7 is another invertebrate. Assassin bugs kill 12,000 people a year through transmission of Chagas disease. Well, we've got assassin bugs here actually. They're quite a lot of fun to keep. Remarkable predators, quite pretty looking. Just don't touch them, leave them alone, respect them from a distance. They're fine. Number 8 is another fly, the tsetse fly, which has sleeping sickness as its disease of choice, and that kills 10,000 people a year. And yet another animal that spiders will prey upon. Another flying, biting animal. Number 9, roundworm, 4,500 people a year killed through yet another disease called ascariasis. And that's 4,500 people being killed just by roundworms. Number 10, rounding out the top 10, we've got scorpions. So it's our first arachnid entry, but it's not a spider. Scorpions kill 3,500 people every single year through their stings. Obviously, there's some very venomous scorpions out there. You've got your fractales, your deathstalkers. I mean, they're just 2 of the most venomous scorpions. There's a lot more of varying severity of toxicity. Spiders will prey upon scorpions, but again, it would be at a very opportunistic level. They're not a staple part of their diet, so I wouldn't include those as being impacted in any great number by spider populations. So that's the top 10 out of the way. No sign of spiders. However many people spiders do kill, it's less than 3,500 people a year. So moving onwards, we've got number 11, which is crocodiles. 1,000 people a year. People go down to the river to bathe or to drink and get snagged by a crocodile. So that's 1,000 people. Number 12 is tapeworms, killing 700 people a year. Number 13, hippos, 500 people. Number 14, elephants, 300 people. Number 15, the Cape Buffalo, 200 people. And lions, rounding out the African side of the list, with 100 people a year. Now, unfortunately, I can't pretend that spiders will have any impact on the numbers of any of those animals, but it just goes to show we're at number 16, lions, 100 people a year. Spiders kill less than 100 people a year, but they're constantly described as deadly animals. Number 17 is another invertebrate. Is it spiders? No, it's not. It's bees. Bees kill 60 people a year. I would think largely through anaphylactic shock. Although obviously you do have Africanized honeybees that are quite dangerous to people. But it's also worth noting that spiders prey upon bees, particularly crab spiders, flower crab spiders. In the UK, we've got a species called Misumenia vatia. It's a spider that's capable of changing its colour between yellow and white, and it will sit at the centre of a flower, wait for a bee to come along, and then it will just snare it. And even if the bee's quite a lot bigger than the spider, the bee's got no chance. So they will have an impact on bee populations. Now, obviously, bees in the UK aren't particularly dangerous. I don't think people die irregularity from bees in the UK, but nonetheless, spiders do prey upon bees. Number 18 is giant Asian hornets. Number 50 people per year killed by giant Asian hornets. 19 is tigers. 45 people killed by tigers every year. And rounding out the top 20, we have jellyfish, with 40 people a year killed through jellyfish stings. This does include the Portuguese man-of-war, which is technically not a jellyfish, but it's in there anyway. So that's the top 20. Again, no spiders. This deadly animal, nowhere to be seen, kills less than 40 people a year. So let's carry on and see how much longer it takes for them to turn up. Number 21, ants. Ants kill 35 people a year. Again, I would think this is through an allergic reaction to bites. I think the Indiana Jones army ants swarming over somebody, eating them. Very, very isolated cases, if it happens at all. Worth noting, spiders prey upon ants. And to be fair, ants prey upon spiders sometimes as well. So, both are fair. Number 22 is the most dangerous animal in the UK. Can you guess what it is? Cows. Cows are number 22, and it's 22 people that they kill per year. They are the UK's most dangerous animal. I'm not sure how many of those 22 are in the UK. Probably not many. It doesn't take many animal deaths in the UK to be the most dangerous, but yeah, it's not spiders. It's cows. For the record, spiders have killed nobody in the UK ever. Nobody has ever died in the UK from a spider bite. For that matter, Australia, that has some of the most venomous species of spider in the world, in Atraxobustus, Latrodectus hasseltii, and to a lesser extent the white-tailed spider as well. Nobody's died in Australia from a spider bite for 40 years due to the successful development of anti-venoms. So that's something to think about there. Number 23 is wolves, killing 10 people per year on average. And number 24, sharks. 8 people per year killed on average by sharks. Of course, we do kill 1,000 sharks, if not more, every hour. So I think that's a fair trade, if I'm being honest. Shark finning is possibly one of the most barbaric things that the human race perpetrates upon the animal kingdom. Taking a shark out of the ocean, slicing off its fins to be made into a soup that doesn't bloody taste of anything anyway, and then throwing the shark back into the oceans. That's not on mankind. Sort it out. We're better than that. And then 25. Finally, we have spiders. Yep, spiders are the 25th most deadly animal in the world, killing a grand total of 6 people per year on average. These are in the Americas. I wouldn't be surprised if most of those are attributed to Fenutra bites. Potentially Fenutra, because it lives in quite remote locations in Central and South America. If you get bitten by Fenutra, it's quite difficult to get somewhere to be treated by antivenom. Lots of bites are treated by antivenom. There are lots of Fenutra bites that aren't even bothered with antivenom. You need to bear in mind there's 8 species of Fenutra spider. Brazilian wandering spider, and the toxicity between those different species varies a lot. A bite from Fenutra obliviensis, you're going to walk it off, it's going to make you feel ill, but it's not going to kill you. Whereas Fenutra fera or nigriventa are a much more serious bite, and yeah, will definitely require treatment. But not all Fenutra bites are treated with antivenom. Some are just left. But 6 people per year killed by spiders. More people are killed by cows than spiders. More people are killed by Cape buffalo than spiders, by elephants. The next time that somebody describes spiders as this scourge, this menace, this deadly thing, just bear that in mind. 6 people per year. 6 people per year. And if we were to add up the animals in this list of 25 that I've done that cause human deaths that spiders do prey upon, we have the number 784,145. So that's the amount of people that are killed by animals that spiders prey upon. So just think how much higher that number would be. And on that number, I've left off scorpions, snakes. I've left off, you know, we're talking the flies, the bees. I think I put the assassin bugs on there. Yeah, 784,000. It's well over, you know, 750,000 people are killed by animals that spiders prey upon. So were we not to have spiders, imagine how much higher that number would be. The fact of the matter is, spiders do a lot more good than harm. They're our friend, not our foe, and they're to be admired and respected rather than feared and hated. So yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I do apologise, my voice is going a little bit, I've still got a bit of a cold. But if you did like the video, why not give it a like, a share and a subscribe, so I can move on to the next milestone. Every person that watches the videos and shares the videos is spreading the message regarding education on spiders, the truth about spiders, and not the scare tactics, scaremongering and sensationalism that they are subjected to. Spiders have to have the worst PR of any animal on the planet, and that's just something that I want to change. So we'll be back soon with some more videos. As I say, I really hope you've enjoyed this one, and till next time, yeah, just chill out. It's just a spider. Cheers.